All right, guys, welcome back to another trailer reaction. Today you're going to be reacting to the trailer for the movie Cars 3.
I am shocked that there is a Cars 3.
I'm not, because once they make one, they've modeled all the characters, and it makes it infinitely cheaper to make 2, 3, 4, 10 TV shows, what have you.
Yeah, I just mean I thought Cars was already like out, or I stopped it or something.
Kids love Lightning McQueen.
Watch your mouth.
Fact. Let's see what it's like. All right, he's got to overcome adversity and be the car he always knew he could be.
You gotta use his heart. You gotta race with his heart.
I don't understand the Cars movies. There's no people in this world, right? It's just vehicles.
Right. So this is
How the
basically.
fuck does that even work? What?
So this is like watching just like races with people on their feet.
But there's like buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
It just seems very odd.
Have you seen these movies?
I've seen like part of the first one.
I have a little brother, so I have seen the first 2 movies, and possibly some of that Mater TV show stuff.
I just don't understand the world and like why there are certain things there are.
Makes no sense.
Because it's very much just our human world with cars, but like. How the fuck did they? How like there's tchotchkes on the fucking wall there?
Yep.
Who built those? How'd they do that? They don't have
Cars.
fucking hands.
They have their wheels kind of like bent. There's a theory out there that that this actually takes place very far in the future on Earth, and
Okay.
the cars have evolved from insects because they have exoskeletons and
Okay.
all that stuff. I'm not sure if I subscribe to that theory, but I would say this: Cars is quality. The stuff that I've seen I like approve of and think is a good thing for the children or whatever. Like the whole point about them being cars is kind of dumb or something like that. But in Cars 2 they go to some weird little like side village thing, and you saw like there's like tractors out in the field and they kind of moo like cows.
Yeah.
Like it's like the whole world just with cars, and they kind of hold things with like the bent wheels and everything is squishy and weird or something like that. But this trailer, I think, like my heart is like especially cold and black today because I have zero like response to this or whatever. I feel very like ugh about this whole thing.
Like he's being pulled in a trailer that presumably is alive
Is
as
also
well.
alive, is also
so
alive.
he's just like inside it. Is that not a little weird?
In the first or second, I think it's the first movie, his trailer, who I think is played by the guy from Cheers, Norm, or
Okay.
whatever, has like his like face looks kind of like a mustache. It's kind of funny.
Okay.
He falls asleep while they're driving, and then some like Honda Civics with like neon lights come and like fuck with them and undoes the trailer, and he ends up like stranded somewhere or whatever. This movie's pretty dope. But I hate the overcoming of adversity. I hate this whole thing of like you may not be faster, but you could be smarter and have a bigger heart, and like you'll win though somehow.
Yeah. Well, that's what they got to show kids you can try. No one likes to hear the lesson. Some people are just born faster and stronger than you. They're just going to have a better time. They're better. Their parents are richer. You never have a chance. No one wants to hear that.
You're just genetically inferior.
Yeah.
The only time that ever worked for me was in the movie Soldier, where Kurt Russell, right? Do I have them mixed up with Swayze or anybody? David Keith? No?
Soldier. I don't even
Soldier. Oh my God, it's amazing.
can't even picture this one.
Let's just say that it's Kurt Russell, because I'm not sure if it's Kurt Russell or one of the 4 people that
That reminds you of Kurt Russell?
I get confused with Kurt Russell. Is a like soldier who is like trained and like whatever from like birth.
Okay.
He like barely talks for like the whole movie. He's like this like trained killing machine. They show like flashbacks to him as like a kid. It's kind of Starship Troopers-y where they're all like training, but
Okay.
like just like stone faced, stoic, like fighting training. He's like buff or like whatever, and the movie opens with them unveiling like the new model of these like industrial like soldiers that are like genetically like enhanced and all that stuff.
Okay.
And they have them race and they have them fight, and then at the end, Kurt Russell and like a few other people get like thrown out with like the trash because they like failed, and they're like the bad old soldiers, and like the new awesome genetically like whatever soldiers have to like whatever. So Kurt Russell ends up on the planet where they dump their trash. He like survives and like makes it through. He's got like a balaclava on. He's like going around, and there's people that live on this planet, and like shit starts to go down with them. And the like finale of the film is that like the genetically enhanced soldiers show up to like clean up the mess, and he has to like respond. And
Okay.
and he uses the fact that he is human and like has a connection with these local like villagers, and his heart and his like smarts to like overcome the fact that they're like, better in every way or something like that. I've tried not to give too many spoilers.
Just
there.
like Cars.
Well, my point is that I always roll my eyes. I always say it's bullshit. Oh, you're not as strong and you kind of suck, but like, you got heart. And I was like, no, that's not how races work. The fastest person wins the race. He only has to be kind of smart. How dumb do you think he is compared to you that he can't just brute force his way to like?
Assuming he's that much faster.
Or like whatever, right?
But there's no like manipulating your like you're born a car. There's no like I need a faster anything, right?
They change their tires and stuff. They tune them up.
Okay, that
I don't know.
doesn't make any. That makes this make even less sense than before.
It continues to make less sense. I know.
Like there's no aging in this because you're a car. Like I don't know how this.
Maybe they rust.
It looks beautiful though. It looks like it's done very well.
It is quality. Was the point I was making.
Pixar, they don't play
games.
Yes,
but I don't I don't have any investment. Oh no, what's gonna happen? Because obviously he's like I almost want to see it from the opposite end someday. I want to see someone who's like really, really good. Does that happen and I'm not thinking of it or whatever?
Where you're better and you win?
Some like young person's good and like the old, veteran champ thinks that like they're going to overcome it and like they're like a threat to you and you just keep trying and you're really, really good and then they can't beat you.
Well, Balboa.
Yeah.
Rocky didn't win.
Okay, I never saw that movie. That would be awesome.
I think if I remember, he just made it to the 10th round, and it's just like, okay, it's over.
Okay.
Like you survived.
You hashed it out. Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like there should be more of that. I feel like because like from this other car's perspective, he's really good. He's like a finely tuned machine, and he's just trying to like win this race. And there's this fucking old dude who's like, "Oh, you should win though," and you're like, "What? No, fuck you." And
TV shows have done things like this though, where you see that, but then like it will show you the other guy's perspective, and it's like, no, he's not just some young like robot awesome guy. He's training his ass off too,
right?
And like much how you did this in the beginning and you won, you stole that from some other guy who is like a veteran. It just happens. Life works that way, and then in the next movie, that guy will be the main character.
I feel like that should be like. This movie's fine, but I feel like there should be a little more of that in the world where like you do follow the old guy, but then he has like he can't win the race and he has a flashback to the guy that he usurped and then he goes, "Oh, it's like his turn now. This is okay." And like and you end teaching like that lesson. Like that's fine. The younger people come along and like it's their time now or whatever the fuck.
You know what would make this movie 10 times better for me? If they made that blue, faster car voiced by Vin Diesel.
Ooh!
Like, a little homage.
Little crossovers or something?
I think I'd love that. I don't know if I actually heard the voice, but I pictured a French voice.
You picture it's like Ricky Bobby style. It's like whatever.
Yeah, something.
No, yeah.
But this looks fun. I would see this.
This is fun.
These are movies that often like will be on, and I'll be like, yeah, I can check this out. And like you roll with it, and you have a good time.
Yeah, I can vouch for them based on seeing the previous ones. If it fucking like was on a plane or if you were somewhere and like, let's pop this in.
No, like the Nemo movies, you're like, oh, this is great.
They're totally quality. They're totally fun.
So yeah, thumbs up.
Or thumbsing up.
Until next time, guys, don't die in a fire, and we will see you next time.
Next time.